welcome. Today I wanted to work with the necklace making things that I picked up back at the scrapbook convention in Manchester, New Hampshire, back at the end of April. I visited a booth from craftfantastic.com. They had these really cute necklaces that they'd make out of recycled paper, basically, or upcycled paper scraps and glass, and they fit right into these fabulous little pendants. So I grabbed the everything to make a necklace except for glossy accents, which I have plenty of in my stash. They had a separate glue that they used at the booth, but when I was using it, it looked and felt an awful lot like glossy accents. So this is going to be me trying to use some glossy accents on this project. Also, I'm trying to use up my glossy accents because there's another product that I want to try that I think will work better. I have a lot of issues using the glossy accents, and that's for another video to deal with. But anyway, so the things that, and I'll link the store, their website down below where I picked up these items. So the things that I'm using is I have a couple pieces of scrap paper that I'll be using to make the patterns with the necklaces. We have the glass pieces, we have the pendants, and the glass pieces fit right in the pendants here. They get held on with these little sticky dots, and then of course I purchased a pack of the matching chains. I have enough stuff to do 10 necklaces, and I thought that would get me through for a while. My thinking was that I would make a necklace for every one of my Happy Meal friends, and I have 3 different Happy Meals right now that I want to get out this weekend, so I thought that I would make everybody a necklace using the scraps from the projects that I made for them. So they'll have a necklace that kind of matches the Happy Meal. So I have this kind of like large rose image, and then these small rose images, and then these medium rose images. There's a theme here, a lot of florals. These two actually came from kind of like a vintagey Happy Meal, and this one from like a summer Happy Meal. But I thought that this paper matched it very nice. So it's pretty easy from what I recall of doing this, and I'm just doing this from memory. Basically, figure out kind of where you want your glass piece to fall on your image. And this one, I'm just trying to get as much of the flowers and then a little bit of this yellow as I can. So then you put your adhesive on the back of your glass. And she said put a big blob in the middle. So that's what we did. This bottle of glossy accents may indeed be dead. I even tried cutting the top off to try to get more out of here. I hate that when you buy a product, you just can't get everything out of the package. It's just really irritating. Let's see if this one works any better. It's starting to come out a little bit. So I'm going to put a blob in the center of the glass, and then smaller blobs in the corners of the glass. And a bit on the sides, and hopefully that's enough. I don't know if you can see. And then I'm going to take it. There's a little spot. You don't cover the whole thing because, like, just when you're gluing like on paper, once you smoosh it down, the glue is going to spread out. So I'm going to place my glass where I want to on the paper, and hopefully that will work. Again, I'm just guessing that glossy accents is going to work. Yeah. So I'm smooshing down and I'm pushing hard enough, and I know you can't see it on the camera, but I could see where the bubbles, it bubbled underneath, the glossy accents bubbled underneath, and it spread out, and then it covered the whole thing when I pressed hard enough. So I'm just going to hold this here for a little bit, and this needs to dry. Not completely, but just dries enough so that the glass doesn't move so much on the image. We'll move on to the next one. She had us hold it in place for 2 minutes. I'll just set it aside and I'll work on the next one. So I need another piece of glass, and it's just kind of a rounded edge square glass. They had all sorts of shapes and sizes. It was pretty cool. So this one has quite a few different roses on it, and I'm trying to, I don't know if I want to get, I don't know if I can get a full rose of every color on here. Maybe right there where I've got a little bit of the yellow rose and I've got a pink and a red. So I'm going to put the glue, not glue, my glossy accents. They had some kind of a glue, but it looked and felt to me as I was using it that it was exactly glossy accents. So it's like I wasn't about to pay more money for something that is just And it was a big bottle like this too. I was like, no, I don't need any more glossy accents at home. I have plenty. So it was a theory that I thought this would work, and it seems to be working. Okay, you can see that one, and I'll let that dry. And then this last one, I'm going to have to get another glass square. This is the medium size, they say. It's 1 inch or 25 millimeter. And again, it's craftfantastic.com. It was fun. I thought it was just a little something different. This is not, to me, when I think of like jewelry making, this is not it. I think this is just a fun little DIY project and not, you know, like fine art or whatever. Fine jewelry making is just something a little fun and something a little bit different. And again, I thought it would be just really a nice little personal touch to add into my Happy Mails, and that's what I was thinking of at the time when I did it. Actually, my daughter and I, they had a make and take, and my daughter and I did it there. And as we were doing it, I was like, this would be a great way to use up paper scraps. And then I was thinking, it makes a great gift. And then I was thinking, wow, I have paper scraps from Happy Meals. What a nice way to give a little gift to your Happy Meal friends. A gift from the scraps from their project. So there we go. It seems to me that this is kind of firmed up on there. I'm going to throw this one away, this glossy accents, because I can't get any more out of here anyway. You're a witness, it was almost gone before I checked it. And then this one, I'm going to just clean up the tip a little bit. I like glossy accents, I just have such a difficult time getting it to work and come out of the bottle that I want to try another project. Okay, so then the next step is to cut around the paper. And I'm using my non-stick Do Craft scissors because there is some stuff that's kind of oozed out. Some of the glossy accents has oozed out the side. And these are non-stick scissors. They'll clean up pretty nicely if I get any glossy accents on them. So just cut along the edge as flush as you can to the edge of the glass. Obviously you won't be able to cut through the glass, and just handle it carefully. The paper isn't moving off of the back of the glass, but I can feel where it's still a little bit wet, so I wouldn't recommend being anything but careful, just in case. So there we go. There's the glass piece that I'm going to put in a pendant, so I'll set that aside. Paper over here into the trash and not the recycling, because it does have some glossy accents on it. I probably don't want to put that into the recycling because I'm not sure what that would do. This one is kind of coming off the paper a little bit, so I'm going to give that another couple of minutes. This one as well. I think just the size of this paper, it's weighing. Let me cut the paper down. I don't know if that makes any sense, but the paper, I think, is a little bit large. Because it's larger, it's pulling off the back of the glass. So we'll give these a couple more minutes, and I'll just proceed with this one while I'm waiting, right? Trash. Okay, so the next step is to get your pendant, and you need to have one of these fantastic super sticky dots. And this package appears to be much larger than one will ever need. Remember, I only bought enough stuff to make 10, and this packet has multiple sheets of how many? 24 stickies in here. Wow. Wow. This is a lot. Obviously, I can use them for other things as well, I believe. But that's quite a bit. Okay, so you take a sticky dot off of the coated paper. And there's actually a round spot right inside the metal here. And you place your sticky dot right in there. And she said make sure that you burnish it really hard. Ooh, I almost knocked over my tripod. I'm going to see if my bone folder will fit in here. And I'm just burnishing it. I have the plastic protective piece on the top still. Burnishing it real hard all over the place. I don't think that sticker is going anywhere. And then pull it up. It's orange so you can see it. It's up, and then just place your pendant right down on top of it. I think that this is the way that I want it to be. So I'm just going to place my pendant inside, and then that's it, and then press down. And now allegedly that will stay put forever. Just press it together. This is a lot of fun. They're not cheap. I think it was probably 20 bucks for all this stuff. $9. I know that this glass was free because I had a coupon, but it's normally $4, and I don't know how much these are because there's no price on it. So maybe not quite $20 altogether. What I paid, maybe around $20, but might be around, you know, $4 without the coupon. But I'm dividing it in my head. That's, you know, times 10 people that I can make a gift for. So anyway, so there you are. And then I'm going to grab a chain. I went with the 24-inch chains because I thought that was a nice size. Oh, look, they're tied together, I think, to help a little bit with things getting knotted together. I'm going to have to cut it. I don't have fingernails right now to untie it. We'll lay it out nice and flat. And here we go, a nice 24-inch lobster claw chain. I'm going to pop my pendant on it. And there we go. There's a necklace for my friend Leanne, which match is the Happy Mail that's going for her. I'm going to send some assorted goodies, but I made her this little flip book that you can see in another video. I do a complete flip through of this one, but as you can see, the roses and everything, the theme from the flowers, the florals. So, ooh, there we go. This one is for my friend Leanne. Super excited. Oh, they came out so cute. I love it. Okay, so let's move on. Let's check on the other ones here and see how they're doing. This was the next one. I can feel that it's still pretty wet on the back, so we're going to be careful, and I'm going to cut flush to the glass. I suppose if you are not in a hurry and you're not trying to film this in real time, you could let these sit for a couple hours to really dry, which is probably what I should be doing instead of getting my scissors all gunky, but no one ever accused me of being smart, right? Okay, let's get these in the trash and off my desk. Here is this one with this flower inside of it. I need, oh, they're not calling it a pendant, they call it a tray, a medium tray. I need a tray and I need a sticky dot. So place my sticky dot in the center. This is really easy, guys, and it's really fun. Think about, like, you know, using it something similar. Think about stocking stuffers. All those scrap papers that we have that are really cool. And again, these come in a wide variety of sizes. You could get one that's even bigger. You know, if you have a piece of paper that has an animal on it or something and you want to make a pendant for your kid or your nieces or nephews. All right, so I've burnished this down. And how do I want this to be? I want this to be this way, in this orientation, I should say. And I've got it in there, and I'm going to press. Let that adhesive really take hold. And then there's another one. Get another chain, which is now starting to get tangled up. Super. I'm going to have to think of something to keep these organized. Well, the good news is that there'll only be 7 that I'll be putting away instead of 10. And I'll get this on a chain. This one has a little bit of residue on it, actually. I just picked it off with my fingernail. I think I got a little glossy accent spillage, but I just picked it off with my fingernail. I'm actually working, the overhead light is not on me. What you're seeing is a glare from my computer screen because that's the bare minimum that I can work with. My overhead light isn't on me, so I'm actually doing this in semi-dark. It appears brighter on the camera than it does in real life. So I will look at this with the light on and I will give it a good shine if anything clings over. And there is the next one. And where... Oh, and this one is for my friend Betsy. And this is the flip book that I made for her. And this goes with the paper collection that I used inside of here. And again, you can see, if you're interested in the flip book, you can see I do a full flip through in another video. Where is the... Oh, there it is. I used the rose paper in here. So that is for Betsy. And last but not least, we have one more. Oh, I forgot to put this little orange dot in the trash. It's going to irritate me. Oh, hello. I have a bunny rabbit over here on the floor that's visiting me. She's looking at me like, Mom, it's lunchtime. Last one. I'm cutting flush to the glass. Oops. I'm going to wash my scissors really quick. I do not want glossy accents, even though they're non-stick. I do not want glossy accents living on these scissors. I'm going to leave them open so that they dry and just set them aside. I don't want to risk any rusting or anything like that. So here we go with, oh, and again, I got more glossy accents on the front of that. I'm going to have to wait to scrape it off. And let's grab another tray. And another sticky. Burnish. The inside of the tray is textured, so we're burnishing to make sure that all of the adhesive goes in all the little nooks and crannies. Take off the orange dot. Put that in the trash this time. Figure out what orientation. They're like coming everywhere. These dots are not coming off of me. Figure out what orientation. I like it this way. Plop that right down in the tray, and the tray has an edge, so there's no way that you can mess it up. There's no way to put it in there at a wrong angle or anyway. It's really foolproof crafting right here. A unique addition to your Happy Mails or whatever, your gifts. And here's the last one, so let's get a chain. Now I have this huge, just messed up pile of chains. Awesome. Let us have a chain. Oops. And my personal malfunctions. Get the stickies out of the way. And now we have a necklace for my friend Lisa, who is getting some of my memory decks cards that I showed you guys also in another video. And the theme of the memory decks was vintage and animals. So you actually can't see this paper, but the paper that I used is the reverse side of the other paper. It's just a solid, I just thought that the flowers would be lovely on this one. So the theme, the color theme all works together, even though this paper directly doesn't feature on her memory decks cards. I'm sorry, I'm going to show them the right way. I'm going to flip the camera angle upside down so that you can kind of see over my shoulders. So here's for my friend Lisa. These ones here. I'm really sorry. I'm new to filming at this camera angle in general, and I don't have a pole that will go far enough to allow me to shoot directly over my head. So I'm going to end up just changing the orientation when I go to upload the video, so it goes the other way. So I apologize if I've held something in a way that you weren't able to see it effectively. That was not intended at all. I'm still just kind of getting used to filming and stuff, and I do need to turn on this light because I want to get this. I have a little blob of glossy accents I want to scrape off. Anyway, so that is working with the necklace making from craftfantastic.com. The link will be down below. Definitely consider checking that out if you're looking for something just a little fun, something extra and something new to go in your Happy Mails, or for anything else, any other little gift. I think that any of, my daughter's friends, they're the 9-10-year-old age. I think that any little girl would be happy to have one of these. I would be happy to have one of these. We did a make and take at the convention, and I loved it. So it was a lot of fun to make, and they're really pretty, and you could make a really unique gift for someone. And anything you could put in there. You might even be able to put a photograph or something, although I'm not sure how the adhesive would work on the actual surface of the photograph. But give it a whirl. If you ever give it a try, let me know. That's what I've got. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.